The next person on our list is Ms. Dallaire, Elder, I think, Dallaire, and I'm proud to welcome you virtually to Richmond Hill. Elder, I'm honored that you're here.
Thank you very much, Mayor and Council Member, for allowing me to, or giving me the opportunity to speak. None of us need to be allowed to speak. I'll give you just a little brief rundown about who I am and why I'm here. I am an Indigenous woman. My ancestry hails from Attawapiskat. I have been working on educating and helping to transform not only Indigenous agencies, but non-Indigenous agencies. Right now, as my two main positions, I am the Elder and Senior Advisor of Indigenous Relationships and Reconciliation at Ryerson University. I sit as the chair on the Aboriginal Education Council. I am the co-chair on Ryerson's Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and I was the co-chair for the Standing Strong Task Force, the first task force ever done, implemented from beginning to end in an Indigenous format, and it was roaringly successful. Part of my other work is I am one of the elders and advisors for the Toronto District School Board. I sit as an elder there. I'm also a chair for their urban Indigenous education meetings with the trustees and family on a monthly basis. And I provide ongoing support at various schools and support to staff. And when I'm not doing that, I'm here doing things like this and promoting all things Indigenously. So I wanted to give you some of my background to let you know that I, from not only a lived experience, but from a dedication of my life's work, I am a big proponent in that all people need to be recognized. Your city has the opportunity to begin reconciliation without it being forced upon you. You have the opportunity to step forward, as a lot of communities have, and begin to reconcile a past that you did not create, but just by association you live with. And that past has always been, as the previous speaker spoke to, a denial of our rights for self-determination and basically the ability to live and be who we are, to honor, to worship, to practice our ceremonies and traditions in a respectful, safe place, like everyone else is able to do with their particular religious and spiritual practices. I don't think that's too much to ask. I think it is very odd that we are sitting here in 2022 and we are asking for this. I know that everyone sitting on this council is very well informed, has a pulse on what's happening in the community at large. And the community at large, I'm talking about Toronto, GTA, Ontario, and Canada-wide. There is a huge movement of righting the wrongs of our past. You have the opportunity to step forward and step up and do that without it having to be forced upon you by the community asking for recognition. I know that you are trying to solve problems that you did not create, and I really appreciate any efforts that you put forward to right the wrongs done to our people. But it's not a pass. You're living with that responsibility. As you well know, as council members, you are dealing with all kinds of laws that were put into place, and then you are faced to deal with. The discrimination and the lack of inclusion, lack of physical representation, lack of seeing one's face and one's culture recognized in the community that it lives in is not too much to ask. And it's quite shameful that as a people, we have to come to you and ask for this. With all that's going on around reconciliation across Canada, these little ones revealed themselves, these little ones that were first found in Kamloops, ripped the veils of denial off of society. No one can say now that this did not happen. And from here on, Pickering is going to decide, Richmond Hill is going to decide whether or not it's part of the reconciliation process or it still remains entrenched in a colonial construct that does not work. And you could hear it on your own council, how hard it is to have everyone's voice be heard. I ask you, why are you not allowing our voice and our representation in society to be heard and to be seen as part of your council's commitment to an inclusive and healthy community? I thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and I believe that you are of good heart and good mind and will move forward in this in a very good way. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Elder Dallaire. We are honored to have you in, as I said, or virtually, at least in Richmond Hill. I'm quite familiar with your work, and I would be honored to be able to invite you here someday in person. So thank you so much.